Hello.
We on?
We are.
We on?
Check. Might check.
Welcome. Redline every time.
Anytime.
Episode 10.
10.
10.
Can you believe it?
You believe.
I'm here with Neil, Jack, and Dan. Our not so irregular guy.
He's becoming a regular.
Studio regular, there he is. He's mobile. Yeah. Busy week in world of Redline all the time.
It's been a full week.
Very, very busy week.
It's only Thursday as well.
Thursday.
We don't have do you know, we were thinking then, what were we talking about that we needed to put down on the thing? Something unexpected became Redline as fuck. And we were like, whoa, we have to talk about this because, do you know what? I can't remember what it was.
Van.
It was one of those,
Be
really honest with yourself. And, like, somebody you put, no chance was like, actually, do you know what?
Well, you better get thinking.
Redline as fuck. So, in this week's show, where's Colin? Lou Ferigno, Adrian Newey, Dyfi, tubeless tyres, Troddy's back. Honestly, we've got so much to talk about. We better crack on. And we're going to start off with.
Let's get to it.
Where's Colin's head?
Where's Colin's head?
It's there, though. Oh, where's it?
I don't know whether you saw last week's episode. His head just
we were suffering from some framing related issues last week. That may have been due to the red wine, it may have been due to the glasses not working, whatever. But anyway, I was just out of shot here, if anybody was wondering where I was. Nobody's mentioned it, so I'm assuming you're not that worried. No. Moving swiftly on, diesel experiment.
Yeah,
okay, where are we?
We go back a couple of episodes and we
go switching fuel from
super diesel worth the money.
Well,
real world, Redline all the time, consumer stuff.
Yeah.
Revelation this
Come
week.
on,
right?
I'm hanging it.
50 quid's worth of standard diesel, 350 miles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? And it was like fairly consistent as well.
Yeah.
50 quid's worth of super diesel.
350 miles.
350 miles. You're like, okay, so Redline all the time, consumer advice has to therefore be, you might as well put the good stuff in.
Yep.
Because you don't get any less miles, and your engine's apparently a bit cleaner.
Let's
go for it.
However, right, we're going to take all that. We're going to take all that.
Really?
Yeah.
And blow your mind. Right? I've had this van coming 18 months, and I remember getting it. And one of the buttons on the dash, it's on his side, never gets fucking pressed. Right?
No, it's not.
Get on this. Eco button. Right, and exactly, right.
We have to apologise for taking
Eco
the piss out of you with your brown map.
With your brown map, right?
If you remember a few weeks back, taking the piss out just because we returned the ST to standard map, just to do the test on MPG and power.
Pink map.
And now this is coming back on it.
So
it took the piss that much.
Now
it's the fucking eco button.
This is in the interest of science.
Eco button.
Science, right?
Science.
So I don't even know how we got to push it in the first place.
I don't have a fucking eco button.
It's fucking about, right?
Oh no, right, because we almost ran out of gas.
Yeah.
We had to fucking.
Come on.
We went to a
I'm not accepting it.
2 miles of gas and it went
There was
out.
a Gordell one down near Two Hills. It was like, right, we'll stop there. And it was timed perfectly. It was like a bit busy day. We'll defo get to there, and it went 0 miles just as you turn out of what's its name onto the dual carriageway. And I was like, we're defo going to make this. So as we roll up on it, fucking closed. And there's no other fucking juice stations anywhere, is it? We're like that. Shit. We're going to fucking do now. You've usually got 10, 20 miles. Eco button. There's one here somewhere like that. Right, fucking stab the eco button. And I remember why I never pressed it before, because you push the button and then you push the gas and it doesn't do anything. It slows your car down. It doesn't, right? This is what I've learned, right? All it does is remap the throttle. So there's quite a long travel up that first bit of the throttle. But to get to full throttle, you've got to actually push the fucking thing all the way in.
Full throttle.
So you actually get much better throttle control. For balancing it in the corner, it's either on or off when out of eco mode. Yeah. But it's actually all there. You've just got to really want to do it. So anyway, right, early results in so far, right? We put 50 quid's of juice in on the way to Dyfi, coming up later in the show. By the time we got to Dyfi, it had recalculated everything, and instead of going 350 miles, it's now saying over 400 miles, and it's going up from there.
So
and I've been knocking around town, and it's averaging like 58 miles per gallon urban.
Have you heard this?
Yeah.
We are talking like fuel economy.
The shit I got from taking my power down from 280 to 225. The shit I got. And now they're going eco mode.
I'd stop to this.
Eco fucking mode.
Start, man.
We could be up to 60 miles per gallon, mate.
No, I'm not.
If
you're a Redline and you just about to get to a petrol station that's closed and you go to eco, you're not fucking.
It was after the petrol station.
You would stay in full power and push it.
Not in a fucking diesel. You run one of them out of juice.
With two bikes as well.
Actual problem, you're going to bleed it off.
I know.
Fuck about.
I'm just taking a piss like you took the piss out of me. Simple as.
Fair enough.
That's fair enough. Yeah. So yeah, there you go. Does buying posh fuel get you any further? No.
Going in eco mode.
Weirdly, press the eco button,
Who would have
right?
thought?
And it goes fucking not just a bit further. It's like, gee, wow, like, what the fuck? Like, me and him, like 18 months we've been driving this round. Like,
fuck all.
could have used like a third of the juice we've used over the last 18 months. Like that. So, real world consumer advice, Redline as fuck. Eco mode. We have a note about smoking the bandit.
You knew what he just said.
I don't agree with that.
I was just sort of sliding that one.
I don't agree with that. It's not Redline.
It's not Redline. Okay.
We're saving the planet, like
one
trip at a time.
That kind of goes against everything to do with
Here we go,
Redline, you know what I mean?
Come on, Greta.
What comes out the back
we don't know. We don't want to hear this.
Poop. Flowers. Moving swiftly on. Smoking the bandit. Right, we've got Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds.
I'm sure we've touched on Burt Reynolds before.
Yeah.
Not literally like.
I don't think here, but.
Not in like a puff kind of. Allegedly.
Did he do?
Did he do? That was a lot.
Did he
do or didn't he do?
Burt Reynolds, yeah.
Burt Reynolds, yeah.
Redline as well.
Absolutely peerless reputation as well. No scandals, no, do you know what I mean? Just a bit of womanising, lots of
cool moustache.
Punch ups, being just about the coolest man in Hollywood.
And driving a cool car.
Like, if your typecast character in Hollywood is like the stunt man kind, you know what I mean? Yeah. You are cool as fuck. I even play a stunt man in my films.
What's that?
You know what I mean?
I'm a stunt man.
Stuntman series that used to be on.
Oh, the Fall Guy.
The Fall Guy. They made a film.
Ryan Gosling's in it. Is it Emily Blunt?
Is it Ryan Gosling? It's Ryan Reynolds.
Is it right? No,
it's
Ryan Gosling.
Reynolds.
It's Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, he's playing the Fall Guy. Because it used to be Lee Majors, didn't it? Back in the day.
There's a fucking man. The $6 million man. When $6 million was a lot of money.
Yeah.
$6 million to rebuild this man. Like, what did he do? Every time he went bionic, he went in slow motion.
I love that show. As a kid, I couldn't wait to see that show. That was my all-time favourite show. $6 Million Man.
In slow motion. Like $6 million.
He'd look at
it. Slower than he did before, mate.
He's bionic guy.
What was the name as well? His bird, $6 Million Woman.
She was only the $1 Million Woman.
$1 Million Woman. Parts must have been cheaper. That's so bad.
What was the name? Google.
Right, we're getting off
I can't get us off track. If you can remember, the $6 million man's girlfriend's name is $5 million cheaper girlfriend. That was a bit sexist, wasn't it? Like that $1 million woman.
I might be mistaken because she did have both her legs, didn't she?
Maybe he was just a bit more fucked up when he got to her, and she probably just had like a bionic tit. And ears, right?
Because
she wouldn't need ears. They're not like ears, like fucking everything anyway, can't you?
The series was known as the Bionic Woman.
I'm so in trouble for saying.
Wasn't
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she had almost like a boy's name. It was like one of them girl boy names. I'm fucking sure it was. Like Dan.
No, genuinely.
Oh, we
know
Lindsay Wagner.
Lindsay Wagner, but what was the character?
Wagner.
The difference between Dan and Daniel.
No, but like, right, it's confusing.
Jamie Summers.
Oh yeah, I spoke to Dan on the weekend, and my mind goes you, but I'm like Danielle, and he goes yeah, Danielle.
Like, you're down or our down. It's like, oh no, our down. That's Danielle.
You're down or my down. That sort of thing.
Hi Danielle. Hope you're well. Hope everything's good.
And there was the Max, the Bionic dog.
Oh right. I was thinking Max the butler off Heart to Heart. I'm a butler. And when they met, Heart to heart. They all have the same theme music.
But yeah, $6 million.
Yeah.
All time. But yeah, the Fall Guy as well.
Fall
This
Guy.
new movie coming out, Fall Guy.
Jump and open drawbridge and roll a brand new car.
Hell, wow. We're rolling it back tonight, aren't we?
But I'm the unknown stunt.
But yeah, then we Burt Reynolds.
Anyway.
Burt Reynolds, yeah.
Completely major.
Redline as fuck, friend of the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Even though he's R.I.P. Burt.
R.I.P. Burt. Love him. We're gonna have to watch like. Who's Burt Reynolds? That's what he said.
That's right. Yeah.
Who's
Who's
Burt
Burt
Reynolds?
Reynolds?
Who's Burt
I
Reynolds?
nearly got away with it.
Burt Reynolds. Oh my god. You're just gonna have to just Google Burt Reynolds and then like give yourself a couple of weeks to just like plough through it. It's like
A lot of movies.
Burt Reynolds.
Cool.
He's right.
Yeah.
Redline all the time. Prediction line.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get on this. What did we say? Like a couple of episodes way back. I called it like way back.
Yeah.
Way back. Let me have a look.
If you all remember.
It was fucking episode 2, episode 3. Sisu, Raimi as. Well,
It was early days. It was
way
back.
back. Probably like 1, 2, or 3, right? Adrian Newey,
Yeah.
the man that's won six
Don't look at me.
constructors championships and 7 drivers championships at Red Bull.
Oh, yeah.
The
He's now
most
leaving.
successful designer ever in the history of Formula One. Guess what? We predicted he was leaving
Yeah.
You
like
did.
months ago.
You said it.
We also predicted he's going to turn up at Ferrari with Lewis Hamilton for the Dream 8th Championship, dressed in red. Both of them stage exit over the fucking sunset, never to be seen again, other than the Hall of Fame where we will be forever.
Yeah.
Untouchable, right? First part of my prediction, come fucking true. All over social media today, Adrian. And because of his gardening leave period, he's asked to tell them now. So that he can be back on Ferrari in time to still be doing the development process for the 2026 rule change. Ta-da! For when Lewis Hamilton's installed and the car he'll drive in the second year of his contract will be an Adrian Newey creation, which he'll be working on. There's rules relating to when you can start developing cars for what years. If you're unemployed and on garden leave, right, those rules don't apply to you.
That's
Yeah.
right.
It's only when you're employed by a Formula One team do you get to have to
This
play
is
by
just
the
based
rules.
on
So it's like he's now got like a year's gardening leave just to like the rules been published, just to
Getting
fully
his
focus
designs
on
together.
like getting his shit together.
Yeah,
So
that's
when he arrives with his
Ferrari
red
and
fucking
goes-
jacket on, he'll be like that.
Opens a book.
He's like,
This
he'll have
is
to
what
get
I
his
want.
Italian.
Yeah.
Don't worry, boy. I've got it sorted. This would be like Adrian Newey doing this, like that fucking, what's it, Joey Barton when he went playing for Paris Saint-Germain and all of a sudden started talking like this in his interviews and you're like, what the fuck, Joey Barton?
There's quite a few of them that have done that, though, isn't there?
Like YouTube, Joey Barton, when he signed for PSG, all the press footage is of him all of a sudden having
French
like
accent.
a French accent, the worst French accent. It was almost like Muppet Show
Blatantly
French
put
accent.
on
Do you know what I mean?
Last
Oh,
night, the derby.
no, I didn't see.
You're not in the derby.
No, I didn't see.
Everton.
As a
anything,
blue
mate.
family show, we had a pretty decent night.
Everton.
Did you?
Everton,
Oh, I'll tell you what,
Liverpool.
Bob, give us like a football roundup then. 'Cause
It's
like,
fucking know, mate. That's what it was. Klopp was.
so who played? What was the fixture? Where was it?
Goodison.
Everton,
Everton,
derby.
Everton, Liverpool. I'm going to see.
I thought the last time we beat them at Goodison was 14 years ago, I think.
No
I
way.
think it was.
They,
Yeah,
they
it was
knocked them out
40.
the fucking
Yeah,
the whole thing as well.
So when you
lost
say
the
we
league at
beat
Goodison
them,
Park,
you're obviously
basically.
blue then.
Yeah, they lost the league at Goodison Park for every red
Yeah,
watching.
Fucking
Go on, Dan, say it to the camera. Say it to the
I thought we had
people.
no chance, to be honest.
Really?
And they just like we're fucking shit, so they must be like very fucking shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
some sort of
Hey,
crash,
mate,
yeah.
honestly, the sun shines even on a dog's ass every now and again. You know what I mean? Right, so Adrian Newey, football roundup.
Yeah.
Newey. So like part 2 of the prediction is
He goes to
that he will.
Ferrari.
He's either going to turn up at Aston Martin because
Yeah.
Lance Stroll's dad has got the deepest
Oh,
pockets.
Mercedes.
He must have the deepest pockets in Formula One because Lance Stroll's still fucking driving.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Imagine how much that's costing him.
Oh,
Segues nicely into
Into
my next
it.
issue, which was Lance Stroll driving clean into the back of Danny Ricciardo
Oh my
under
God.
the safety car.
Yeah.
Right, and the
My
onboard
God.
video of him from like the Halo is Lance Stroll's looking over there, as he runs into the back of Danny Rick, not even close to paying attention. Yeah. And immediately he hits him, he gets on the radio, they're like, this fucking idiot in front's done this, that. Danny Rick gets back to the pits after retiring, watches the video, and he's like, this fucking idiot, we'll fucking see. Do you know what I mean? He's PR fuming. Lance Stroll's like, hey, look, my dad's minted. What are you going to do? Oh, smile.
Here's 10 grand, shut up.
Come on then, honey badger. Do your thing. So we don't think, although there's not really a striking family resemblance between Lance Stroll and his dad, Big Lance, right, Lawrence. However,
there is.
I've noticed a thing. Right, and I'm going to put some
there
pictures
is
up here now. So the older viewers will remember
going
a show.
back to these 70s
We
and
are
80s
talking
yet
late
again.
70s, early 80s.
Again.
The Incredible Hulk. Like, what a show! What a show! I mean,
All
like,
time,
dude,
another
it
show.
was like right up there with the Littlest Hobo. Do you know what I
absolutely,
mean? Like every week,
yeah.
he was like the green Littlest Hobo. He turned up somewhere else with no fucking clothes on. We start off every single show going, oh, what happened last week? Oh, I don't know what happened. And then, like, he'd settle, everything would be cool. There'd be some bad dude trying to exploit the town.
You won't like me when I'm
He'd
mad.
lose his shit.
That's right.
Lose his fucking,
He gets
lose
mad.
his clothes.
That's it.
It's a bit like the A-Team, but with just the Hulk.
Yeah,
Like,
Lou Ferrigno pops up.
the A-Team. Well, we even like let's put the A-Team
Jesus
down.
Christ,
Right, sorry.
next time.
So let's stay on track. So, Lawrence Stroll, Lance Stroll, other than like the money connection, like genetically, I don't think Lance Stroll's mum looks like the Incredible Hulk.
No.
I hope not. And if she's watching, but she does
She might be a
sometimes
bit green.
friend of the show. Do you know what I mean? If you are watching Mrs. S, then don't be offended by any of this. It's, you know,
Please
other
don't get
opinions
angry.
are available, but we think your son looks like Lou Ferrigno. We're
Just
going to
not
put some
green.
pictures up here now. Picture of Lance
Comparisons.
Stroll. Well, we'll do Lance Stroll over there, and Lou Ferrigno over here. You tell us if Lance Stroll is a less green, slightly younger Lou Ferrigno. Leave us a note in the comments.
Green, not green.
Green, not green, yeah.
Green and
So
not
there you go.
Yeah.
I don't know why. There's a thing about rich dads as well. Who else did we have to fucking talk about rich dads?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Certainly not mine.
Well, we should, you know, when we make notes for stuff to talk about, we should make more details. So there was like a whole load of hating going on the following Monday. There's like Lance Stroll driving into Danny Rick, right? It's like one of the like F1 pages had posted some like crazy memes and like they were pretty funny. They were a bit like pointy finger, very funny. And there was loads of people just commenting and stuff. And I was like, well, just goes to show that Lance Stroll did actually win his super license, probably in like a lucky dip or something. And I think it's the most single popular comment I've ever made on social media. It's got 250 likes now.
Blindfolded.
Yeah, probably.
We need to talk about Jack's Sunday sandwich.
Oh, shit.
Which I didn't know anything about.
Yeah, no, I've seen it. I've seen his stories.
I'm like we're under the same roof. Why am I the last to know
He's
about
been doing
this?
it for weeks, right?
Well, I should have made you feel better about it. Why not? Oh, you've been doing it for ages, Cole.
Jack's Sunday sandwich.
Yeah,
Shit all over it.
Basically, I work in a kitchen, and the best thing about working on a weekend
Fucking this one.
is the roast dinner, because it comes back at lunchtime, and then you get all the meat back. And obviously, you know, you make yourself a nice little butty for your lunch because you're in the kitchen, and why not?
Nice Sunday
So,
sandwich.
like,
I'm all for
you got when you're given a whole load of, it's like being thrown
The
into
ultimate cold meat selection.
Yeah, if it's like being thrown into the biggest tinkerer shop ever for like the best tinkerer, you know what I mean? And it's like I have all the tools to make whatever sandwich I want.
Why not, Willie Dan?
And
Why not?
why? And I can
Which one?
Exactly.
condescending back.
Well, there's one open, well, not open, it wasn't being condescending, like which one? To differentiate between two identical bottles.
That's right.
The open one. I think the open one, daft cunt.
So
what was this week's Sunday sandwich?
it's not Sunday yet.
No, last week's. So he's trying to be a smart ass.
Last week's Sunday sandwich, I believe, was turkey. There wasn't much back. They didn't do a stuffing. Usually they do a stuffing
You had some
wall.
gravy on it, really.
Yeah,
Right,
always.
so I'm like the stuffing wall thing. I'm like, What? So get on this.
So basically, like sometimes when they do stuffing with the roasting, obviously you keep a bit of gravy back in, you keep a bit of meat. And how I do it is do bread, butter, slab of meat, so like a nice slice, cover the bottom.
Right.
And then you get, if you've got no stuffing, you use like little scraggly bits of meat, build up a wall. Or if you've got stuffing, you mould, get your hands a bit wet, mould the stuffing together. And you can make a little divot. It's bloody brilliant.
Like a moat
I'm going to ask
around
you
the
like
meat.
a genuine question here now, and this is like from the heart. I feel like you've been inspired with your wall making vibe. You know where this is going, don't you? Right. Yes!
I didn't think of that, but now I make the connection. It's like making a little boat with me mash. As you do.
Okay.
But yeah, so
it's like
I
a
did the
moat
lead
around your
mash,
meat.
like the other week.
Yeah,
I found, like,
so-
Do you know what I mean?
So-
Do you have a little drawbridge as well?
That's clever, but
you
no.
can smoke it afterwards if you have a drawbridge.
Probably, yeah. But a slice of bread, slice of meat, a wall around the perimeter, gravy in the middle, slice of meat on top. You know what I mean? Make it into like a sandwich within a sandwich. If you get what I mean.
Okay.
I'm with
Fill
you.
the gravy, bread on top,
Sounds
and then
cool.
you put it on a plate.
I'll look forward to mine next
I
week.
had no idea this was even a thing.
Put it down the middle.
No
Open it up, and
idea.
you got gravy either side. It's
Like that.
Yeah.
brilliant. Nah. It just sits.
So sit
You
there.
got to get the perfect amount of gravy, and you get enough stuffing around the edges. It's like you're never not getting a bite of something. It's like you even eat the crust. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Keep a look out for Jack's Sunday
Sunday
sandwich.
Jack's
and his
Sunday
stories.
sandwich on,
Sometimes not on Sunday if
Instagram.
I'm not on work.
on Insta. Oh, something we've not written down here. Pounding the local came up
Oh,
this week.
yeah.
Right?
Hashtag pounding the
Hashtag
local.
pound-
Hashtag pounding the
What
local
more can you
is
say?
becoming a thing.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
So we were, what are you doing? A little video, what we're doing up at Landegler, it was like that. We are doing laps, pounding the local.
Pounding the local.
And then like the whole pounding the local thing's kind of taken off. So pounding the local would be like, I think anything within like 50 miles
So,
radius
yeah.
of home.
Yeah.
Pounding
The distant
distant local,
Yeah.
I think is like 50 to 100 miles.
Yeah.
Anything over 150
Yeah.
or 100 miles is pounding the
Yeah.
long distance local.
So if you want to comment below, you're pounding the local.
Pounding the local,
Your
which
long
local
distance
are
local. What is
you
your local?
pounding? Let us know in the comments. We'll give you the big up.
We will.
We'll give you local a big up.
If you're a local pounder, let us know in the
See if we pound the same locals.
If we do pound the same local,
You
if
never
you're
know.
pounding the same local as someone else, find out if it's being unfaithful. You know what I mean? These are all information you need to know.
But pound that local.
Hashtag pounding the local. So
Yeah.
we're going to just put that on everything that we do so far as like Dagler and Dyfi, because although it's like 70 miles away, it's kind of all
Most of them are
like
still.
local away from
Most of them are
local.
local.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all local down.
We're always pounding the local.
Yeah, always pounding the local.
Always.
So that was a funny thing that came up this
Yeah.
week. Jack's Sunday sandwich we've done. Dyfi,
Yeah.
yesterday.
Oh my
Guys had a good day, don't we?
God.
Apart from
So
We
like,
can tie this into why isn't it working?
why isn't it working
Yeah.
yet again?
so
I think why isn't it working should be a separate episode
it should be a
altogether.
wise,
It should be
wise
because
yeah,
it just keeps on fucking
compilation.
rearing its
Yeah.
head.
little montage of every wise.
Like a
So-
jingle every time.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
do
yeah,
this, like a little
right,
intro,
mate.
yeah,
There should be a little.
yeah,
And
yeah,
next
a little-
up is
Musical insert.
Why
Why
isn't
isn't
it
it working?
But yeah, we got to Dyfi well early, well prepared.
Yeah.
New bikes. We were fucking
Apart from
set.
neither of us having had any sleep because we were just like full
Yeah.
pretty much nerves like Tuesday night,
Exci-
like that,
excited
4 hours
as
fucking sleep.
fuck.
Got up Wednesday morning, like 6 o'clock, my eyes.
Both
were
of us just like-
oh god, I
Yeah.
can't believe I'm
Looking
not-
fucking blazed.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Shocking.
And then-
Pretty much there. 52 years old,
Yeah.
still
pretty much
excited.
years to go.
Still excited like Christmas Eve to a 10-year-old. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
Woo!
Well, I mean, realistically,
Proper,
I can sum Dyfi up as it was a pretty good day, very educational.
It was a great day. I
in
still
terms
loved
of my bike and learning about what it needs
Yeah.
and what I need out of it and what to change. It was very
And
educational.
I guess the riders that were there as well.
Yeah, there was a load of riders that gets
Yeah.
into the next segment, but
Mhm.
that was pretty much my day. It was a really good day.
Yeah, yeah.
But you didn't have such a good day, did you?
No, I still had a really good
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
Don't get me
yeah.
wrong, I still had a really
Riding
good day.
wise,
I mean,
wasn't
like,
the best day.
days at Dyfi, you don't necessarily need to ride to have a
No.
good day. Like when I was injured and spent the day down there just sat in the cafe, beautiful day,
Chilling.
reading my book, just gagged in on everyone else's ride as they just come past and sat at your table and just like, is anyone sitting? No, off you go. Chit chatting, ice lollies with Mar Abbott and Dan. That was just like ace. Talking about like BMXs and super toughs. I had the super tough with me. So like, and this is why we do this, right? It's 50% riding the bikes, and it's 50%. It puts you among the kind of people that you want to be, and that you kind of like you want to see reflected. So first run, new bikes, went down, hated it, felt horrible, completely alien.
New bikes in it, what do you expect?
Haven't been there for ages, typical new bike syndrome, but anyway. All my life I've been doing this, still couldn't like get past that, hated it. Checked the times on the way home, and my first run on that, despite feeling like it wanted to kill me for the entire run, was still 10 seconds faster than the fastest ever time on my old bike. And you're like, oh, fuck.
So
you get that dialed in, and
so
you're going to be.
I'm going to have
it feels slower as well.
I'm going to have to unlearn some of the things I've learned about making my e-bike do that.
That's
because
right,
you don't do it the same way on the downhill.
You can't.
So I'm going to have to come back with them at the end of what the e-bike can do. But I'm going to have to back up to the fucking junction and go and relearn some of those early things.
Different ride altogether, isn't it?
So many settings, so many suspension things. So
new toys to play with.
Second run, changed everything. Was like, oh, brilliant. Started my run. Was like, oh no, it's coming to me. It's definitely better than it was last time. We'll keep going down this route. This is ace. Started pushing, because I'm pushing now. Pancakes out the back tyre, pinch punch it like that. Are you fucking joking? Second run. Luckily got a lift back down again off Newey. Had a great laugh, honestly. Like, took the scenic route. It was such good fun. I actually asked if I could co-pilot the Land Rover for the afternoon and just join in, because like I can imagine the energy just being in the Land Rover all day with just constant stream of fucking high adrenaline, like mad heads.
Oh wait, to get to the top, just to come down again.
Do you know what I mean? You can feel it yourself when you're sat in the back. So imagine like being there all day, just soaking up all that positive.
Like,
that's right.
Enjoy it from there.
So big up Newey. That was hilarious. So then got back to the pits, couldn't get the tubeless thing to seat, so pulled it out, put a tube in it, like that sound, pumped it up, went up, run 3, changed a few more settings in a similar sort of direction that I was going. So like that, run 3 was like that, I just want to go top to bottom with that, I need to fucking break it. Top to bottom, run like that. Oh yeah, now I'm starting to feel confident here, so like, little tweaks, tightened up the fork crowns because they were creaking. I'm there all morning going, it feels sketchy, it's like, honestly, it does feel like weird, and it's got this creak, and he's like, it's in your mind, stop fucking about, just get on it and ride it, you fucking monk. I'm like, oh, that's helpful. So like, luckily I got a puncture, and when we were in the pits, putting the tyre back in, I leaned on the bars and was like, what the fuck's that? Right?
Moving.
The 2 top clamp bolts were loose. So like, the forks kind of like loose in the top clamps. It was like, oh, just ride it. It's in your fucking head, he says. Like that'll explain why it felt sketchy all
and then my fucking brake rotor was loose.
And then your brake.
It was just
He's like in the queue with the brakes on, rocking the bike backwards and forwards. He's like, I've got my brakes on. Like, think for a minute. You go, you shouldn't be doing that. Like, let your brakes off. Like that. Well, yeah, you got a loose back rotor. Like, you're gonna have to go and tighten that up.
Then we went to the top.
So we went back up to the top anyway.
Why we have this segment? Why isn't it working?
Went up to the top anyway. You completely forgot to tighten it up. Went up to the top anyway. Sent it, and because my bike was actually feeling good, pressed on. Went down turns in the ferns, and before that fucking ace sender between turns in the ferns and the top section of like 58s there, just before that landed on, there's 2 rollers like that, boom, sent it, boom, landed, pancaked another fucking tyre,
put it out.
Like that. Didn't even get to do that drop down.
Big drop.
Mate, I was demo.
Sketchy that like.
Again, totally looked out as to where it was short walk back. Then spent the next hour in the pits. Like, putting new tyres, I was like, fuck it, I'm taking the hairdresser's tyres off it. Right, Paul Tomlinson, right. I'm not blaming you for this, but...
Well, he sort of is.
Town wall tyres, right. I was dubious to start with, and everyone's like, oh no, they look cool. I'm like, the hairdresser's tyres, it's a man's bike, do you know what I mean? Like that. I'm sorry, it looked cool. However, After walking more laps than fucking riding a Dyfi on yesterday,
You
get to the bottom and you're like, right, these fucking hairdressers tyres are coming off and I'm going to put some man's tyres on it, got some black tyres from the shop, put it on, still with the fucking seat, right? Got the tyre on seat and there's sealant coming out of the spokes and everything, like, what the fuck is going on? Right, I've got tape here, we'll just retape it, there's a couple of hours left. Tyre back off again, not easy to get on and off that.
I know.
Hashtag continental crypto, yes. To do with one for the front and, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really?
Fox.
Fox.
Did we say Fox?
We mentioned Fox.
Fox.
Anyway,
Fox.
gets the tyre, puts it on, like takes the tape off. I'm like, right, why has it got 2 loads of tape on it? Spins the wheel around and I'm like, that'll explain it. Somebody, when putting a wheel on, and this is why you shouldn't use screwdrivers, right? I can imagine the tyre's nearly on and they've got a screwdriver in flat blade and done that to get the tyre on. But they've pushed the screwdriver through the inside skin of the rim. So there's like a big parallel gash and it's pushed in. It's not like a tyre, like an impact and pushed through. It's pushed in.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know if it was Paul.
Schoolboy era, wouldn't you say?
Schoolboy era, totally. But lesson to you all, at my expense, use fucking tyre levers. And do it properly. So, you know what I mean? Like, go on YouTube. There's loads of videos how to fit tyres. And it saves, unfortunately, people like me discovering that someone that didn't know that owned the bike before me.
Remember back in the day though, when you were a kid? Just use spoons.
Yeah, but they weren't like spank alloy rims, were they? They were made of steel.
Yeah, they were. That's exactly.
Yeah, they weren't tubeless either. So the end result was I got 2 full runs in.
You got 4 runs, 2 of which you popped the tyre on.
2 of which I didn't have any problems with. Still had, and Ace Day, we've got to mention Jem, Seb, is it Adam?
Seb.
He's got two boys, and it was Seb and I can't remember what's I do apologise. Flynn, great to meet you, lovely to catch up. Obviously the boys were flying, they were riding with like Dan and the rest of the amateurs and stuff. Got to say hi to, I didn't realise this, but you've been having like, you have a dialogue with Amelia Martin.
Yes,
bikes with Jay as well. He's like, oh yeah, like somebody like Amelia Martin that follows you had already follows Redline and posted something, and I was sat on the uplift next to her, like literally yesterday, the ball bloke with all the punches, like everybody kind of knew me. But because of that, walking back down the uplift queue with like a flat tyre, the amount of people that stop you and go, have you got everything you need? Do you know what I mean? Like, they just, and
some bloke offered you his bike.
Right,
He went, do you want to take my bike? Do you want to take my bike?
He
insisted as well.
This is the geezer, and I can't remember your name. I know I asked him his name before we left, and I'm sorry, mate, I can't remember your name. But you live in Leeds, you drive a Lexus, and you left the biggest impression because we'd said hello, but we'd not really spoke much. He was parked opposite.
Yeah.
I'm walking back down the uplift queue, and he literally stops me. He's got his helmet off. He's like, have you got everything? He's like, not again. I'm like, yeah. Have you got everything you need? He's like, yeah, I should have. You know, second punch is a bit like, you put your first fucking spare on. You're a bit like, oh, here we go. Have you got everything you need? Yeah, I should have. Yeah. So, well, listen, right, I'm parked in the Lexus, gave me the number plate, and he was literally across the road from us, and he's like, if you need anything, it's all in the boot, help yourself. And you're like,
keys in there, mate.
Literally, and you're just like, oh my god, like,
Dyfi.
couldn't.
Big up, man.
I'm sorry, I should have wrote your name down. I'm terribly sorry. You live in Leeds, drive a Lexus, you were very kind. And then he was like, I was like, nah, fuck it, I'm done. I'm going to put it in the van. He went, well, do you want to take my bike and go and have a couple of runs with your boy? And I was like, you're actually kidding me. These single, cool, and he'd driven down from Leeds, stayed over the night before. They're like, you're never on your own at Dyfi, do you know what I mean? That's the thing about it. You're like, oh, I'm just going to go down there. You just travel on your own, do you know what I mean? And then you end up making a load of friends. So we got loads of stickers going out as well. Who else did we ride with?
Brandon and his dad.
Brandon and his dad, who parked up behind us again. Top people.
Just started chatting to him.
Mate, he was rapid as well, Brandon. He was well fast.
Have you seen? Yeah, I'll send you some of his clips. There's some of them where he said, you know, like that one, the first one on Dyfi where that photo of me. There's a video of him literally just going pumping off it and like sent
well, you can clear the second jump and land on the main downslope into the first bit.
Oh no, he jumps down
lands in the turn.
Yeah, like sent it.
Like honestly, it was like the braking bumps there. That was probably the cleanest line into that.
Oh yeah, you want to go up high. Yeah.
So yeah, even despite like learning more and more and more about the bike, if you're gonna like have a disappointing day with like mechanicals and stuff, have it at Dyfi.
Yeah,
Do you know
because
what
it's
I mean?
not that bad of a day.
Like Rach is there knocking
right.
around with Arna, Dan's there like running around with Arna,
Dan
just
was
like
there
full on
building
call.
50
Mate,
hits.
it's just so cool, and there's the amount of young riders there, and because the pro teams are there as well, they're practicing for Fort William this weekend, right? So like intense factory fucking pit, like Syndicate, Santa Cruz Syndicate, their Pivot, they're all like there set up full it like a like a down at like an international event. But all the riders, none of them in team kit, right? They're all just there. They had to place themselves Tuesday. First Wednesday at W as well.
Yeah,
like that. How cool
weird.
was that? Defo like Wednesday crew.
Wednesdays.
But there was a load of really young riders there. It felt like a really kind of like youth oriented thing. And I kind of hope that it's like the pro riders were dressed down and like there for that reason. Like we'll get a load of the youngsters in. You guys can go and ride with them, like and just mingle. There's none of that pretense.
There's the intimidation as well, I guess. So you're seeing these pro riders in all their kit. It's a little bit. Yeah. But if they just dress and look like you. They'll join in.
So cool. Like Dan was off riding with with Zeb and Ollie and all that lot, and it was just like. All your heroes are there, and unless you follow the sport and know the faces, there is no way you'd know who you were sat next to on the other side. And that's cool. Just the best. You know what I mean? And the amount of time and effort that they put back into the grassroots of it. And the cafe was full of like mums, dads, granddads, all that kind of stuff. And I love the fact that they would prefer their kids to do that over sitting in front of an Xbox that fucking much that they'll go like
some of them are from New Zealand.
I'll drive 2 hours and sit on a park bench for 6 hours and then I'll drive you back. That's how much I'd rather you do that and sit on front. You know what I mean?
Like, because they were from everywhere. There was French riders,
and then
there was Swiss riders, there was New Zealand ones which
Jen,
parked by us.
Jen was waiting for some folks to come over from down under. They were hooking up. He's on the EWS circuit. It's like it's just and it's all there. It's not going on behind closed doors.
Wednesday's
it's
the
just
day.
People just there. So Dyfi Wednesdays, honestly, pounding
Best
the local for Wednesdays is Dyfi Day. Wednesday Club, mate.
Yeah, the new one.
Wednesday Club it is. So Dyfi, we love Wednesdays. Keep it up. We'll definitely be coming back. It works for us.
We'll be there next Thursday.
And we're going to try. Well, I'm going to try and have no further issues. Moving swiftly on. Trotty is back. Trotty is back.
MIA, missing in action.
We've got another video from Trotty, so we'll...
Because we asked him 3 questions, didn't we? Well, 2, album and movie. And we got a response.
Yeah, we'll look at that.
Yeah, I'll turn it around so we can see.
Right that way? Okay. Right here? Okay.
Let's watch.
We're all going to lean in and watch the video.
G'day, mate. Well, got a bit of a confession to make. I fucked up. I didn't get the fucking video done.
No shit.
Sorry, boys. But now I've got to come up with what do I have to come up with? An album and a movie. Now, the movie, I think you'll agree with me. Running on Empty. Classic.
All time.
Classic
Movie goals.
Aussie movie. And Neil, you should remember that. Album, I think I'd have to go with, I like a bit of Offspring, but I think I'd have to go with Double Platinum, Kiss's Double Platinum. And a question for you, I'll have to think about that one.
You think about that one, mate.
Cliffhanger!
You think about
A
that.
bit of a treat.
It better be a good one.
Oh, a treat.
Yeah.
The cough in the background.
Hey, Cam.
G'day, sport.
The boys up here working with me.
Sweet.
Now, he's got an album and a movie as well.
Yeah, the album is by Black Label Society, Blessed Hellride. It's probably can't skip any song on that album.
Cool,
The
everybody.
movie
Yeah.
would have to be Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man.
Okay.
A lot of good childhood memories watching that with me best mate.
Sweet.
Yeah, baby.
Thanks, Cam.
Nice one, Cam, lad.
Well, I hope that made up for for me not fucking sending the
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. All right, boys. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll try and come up with a question for you boys. All right. See you, boys. Catch you.
Nice one, Johnny.
In a bit.
Cam, take it easy, man.
See you later. Nice one, Johnny.
Nice
Good
one.
to know that you're still about. We were getting a bit worried. Gotta be honest. It's
We were nearly going to have a poster in the background with your picture and MIA written across it.
I think like where's Trotty was actually a thing.
It was, yeah.
Like, where's Trotty? Look, last week, yeah. Where's Trotty?
He's going to go along with why aren't they working?
Yeah. And where's Cole's head? Where's
Cole's
Trotty?
head?
Why is it working? Where's Trotty?
Cole?
Where's Cole's head? Down to the 3 questions.
And spot the pussy.
And spot the pussy, yeah. So, double platinum or like
Kiss double platinum? Yeah, I'll go along with that. Yeah, it is. It's an all time. Yeah, absolutely. And Running on Empty is just a all time classic Aussie.
I was going to say it's an
Aussie
film,
movie.
yeah.
Brilliant. Even though it's back in the days, 80s and early 80s. Yeah, Aussie movies. Anyway, but it's a drag racing movie, it's a street racing movie. 2 of the cars that are featured in it, one's
not like RuPaul's Drag Race.
No.
Okay.
One of the 2 of the cars. One of the cars is a Ford Falcon GTHO shaker. Trotty used to have one, exactly the same.
Okay.
Exactly the same. 351, 5.8 litre V8. Beautiful car. And the second car is the reason I fell in love with this car. Is a '57 Chevy.
Oh,
if you were going to build a '57 Chevy, this is exactly how I want it to look. Because it's off the charts. It's a black blown 57 Chevy. 350.
Blower sticking out the hood.
The whole works.
Yeah,
the whole works.
Yeah.
And the whole thing about the movie, this guy, he writes off his shaker, right? And he goes in one of the book. You've got to watch it. And he stumbles along this blind guy who drives this black 57 Chevy. A blind dude. Right,
nice.
And this blind dude,
Chuck Norris.
This blind dude basically teaches him how to race, how to drag race, right? And his shaker's written off. He's wrote his shaker. He hasn't got a car to drive against this dude, so he talks the blind guy into letting him.
It's like Karate Kid, but with cars.
But watch it. Running on it, T.
Sounds
Aussie gold.
Love it. Yeah. I have 2 things to say. Firstly, Johnny's wearing a Thrasher t-shirt, so he's like old school skater, which is like pretty cool. And the beard. There's his beard grown.
It's clear,
He like fluffed it out or backcombed it or something. He's like bald Gandalf. You know what I mean?
He's definitely combed it and then put sprayed it.
Like a bit of product.
Yeah, I think he's definitely brushed it before he's gone on camera.
That's aspirational.
Keep it coming, man. And don't forget the question or the whatever you want to pose to us that we've got to come up with.
You've got to come up with an awful question for us. But good to see you, mate. Glad you're good. Always a pleasure. That's Trotty, our Redline down under correspondent. So we raise a glass to Trotty. Let's raise a glass. Big up, friend of the show. Loving your work.
Yes.
Right, flying. Tubeless tyres. I don't think I need to go back over that.
Yeah.
Eco button, we've done that.
Eco button,
Jem, Seb, Flynn's, bald bloke from Leeds, Brandon and his dad, Amelia on the bus, bikes with Jay, meme of the week. I saved a couple on my phone, but my phone's over there.
What have we had? We've had a
We'll crack open what I've sent to you this week.
You sent me some weird memes. He's got impeccable meme tape.
The darker, the better.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Nah.
Click on the top thing there.
Well, nothing sticks out clearly.
Nah, some basic.
All right, well, we'll focus on meme of the week for the next show. We just have to refer back to Bobble or Beanie.
We posed that question last week for Bobble or Beanie hat.
And what you prefer? Flat cap.
Flat, she did, yes.
Patina
clothing. We follow each other on Instagram. Dut hat.
Things like that. Bobble or Beanie.
Dut. He said definitely a dut.
Which we've since discovered is basically a beanie hat without a turtle.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very cool. Very
I'm
cool.
a duck. I found
like a duck.
So we're going to
Did you? Yeah, that symbol on it.
I thought that was just a
It was
beanie.
next to a can of phosphorus.
You know, like a beanie can have like a turn up on it.
I always thought they were just beanies.
More like a square shape, aren't they? With like a C.
Yo, Mr. White. It's full on Jesse Pinkman, isn't
It
it?
is Jesse Pinkman. That's that absolute classic
Don't
Dutch.
Jesse piss me.
And on that bombshell, we have covered. Look!
I think that was about
Amazing show. I don't even know what time we started.
No, I don't know.
We have flown through that. Good show, boys.
Yeah, it was a good show. Yeah,
Have we missed anything?
cool. Yeah.
Mike Tyson.
Oh!
Mike fucking Tyson.
Mike fucking Tyson.
Redline as fuck, Mike Tyson.
So, we've been a bit quiet on the subject
We
for
have,
a while,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, because we found out that you guys are away that weekend.
That's sort of, we're like doing our yearly commitment.
Yeah, we did promise that we'd be here. We were watching our
Well,
live.
you can still be here, right?
yeah.
Shell be here, get rich over.
We're surrounding ourselves with some Redline activities.
What we're going to try and do is figure out how we like video link so that we can actually watch the fight with you. So I mean, like somehow like Skype or Zoom
wouldn't that
or Teams
be
or
taken to some kind of broadcasting laws?
yeah, but like
Netflix, it's free. Oh, you know, because it's still you have to start to pay for
As
it.
long as you're not showing.
Just have it on in the background.
well, we were going to have
You're not
it in the
watching it, you're
background
watching
here while we
it,
do the
yeah,
fucking
that's
show,
right,
weren't
that's
we?
true,
But like
yeah,
when we
yeah.
do it for the show or not, it'd be like after all this, it'd be a bit gutted if me and him were sat there with like 2,000 fucking cool people watching the fight. And you're just sat there on your tongue, or sat there with Helen, like no buzz. So like, it's more a case of like, you can join into our atmosphere, and
It's
we
like when
still
somebody
fight
FaceTimes
I
together.
might
me
just
at a
join you
festival.
down
You
there.
know what I mean?
Oh, you come down.
You could, you totally could
You
as well.
totally could.
We've blagged people in before as
You
well.
could be like
Good.
staff.
Just
Remember the team.
Neil Hudson.
Yeah, what do you mean, your dad?
I'm Jack Hudson.
Your dad. So, Mike Tyson. The latest videos
Have you
of
seen it?
God,
him
mate.
like training for this fight with Jake Paul.
Jake Paul, man.
It's almost like he's
Send
never.
them off well.
He's like he's never been away,
He
and
looks-
he's not 57.
His form looks better than it
It's
was when he was
ridiculous.
at the
And he's
peak of
quicker.
his game. He's
And
like
he's more aggressive.
Yeah.
the speed at which he's like the punches are coming, and he's just like honestly like
yeah.
Jake Paul.
Jake
run,
Paul, what are you
run
doing,
high,
mate?
do whatever you gotta do.
You're
Like
gonna need it.
What you should have done, mate, is gone on that fucking private jet with P. Diddy.
Yeah, but we have discussed even if Jake Paul loses, he still wins. He
Yeah,
gets
yeah,
it.
yeah,
I mean,
He
like,
gets
yeah,
it.
he's got his hands in
zone,
the pie.
But-
betting
but-
thing.
For the
We've
entirety
done
of
this before,
social media gets satisfaction.
Yeah,
And everybody in the world, honestly, world hunger will stop. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like, not that everyone will make
For that
peace.
few hours,
No,
there'll be
everyone-
no
yeah.
political
The world will
issues.
just-
everyone will be like,
the world will just be like, there
Thank
is
fuck
God.
for that.
Like the
There
street
is
said,
God.
Yeah.
because all the fucking world leaders will get off the bed, but imagine the day after.
Bad.
Yeah.
I think everyone and his fucking grand.
He needs
wants
luck,
fucking
and
Jake
he's got,
Paul.
and he's
Well,
got.
he needs more than fucking luck. The way those punches were coming in, like today.
He needs a body double.
Dude, honestly, that's like
He probably fucking.
no amount of money. We've done this. We've done this.
probably
We're
has
not going
a
to do it
body
again.
double.
No amount of money. Right, so
Yeah.
that's it. We've
That's
signed off. I don't know how long we've been here waffling for. It's
Lovely.
been
It's
great
been
to have
cool.
you along.
Yeah. Thank
Um,
you.
Look forward to next week. Oh, next week. Oh, I'm away on
You're
holiday.
away. We're at Stereog Sunday, this Sunday, which
And
will
I'm at
be
Stuffy
like
next day.
We're
this
at
weekend.
Nitro
And
this
then-
Saturday.
we're at Nitro Car Show Saturday morning, which
St.
we'll
Asaph,
talk about that. St. Asaph.
Dubby Thursday.
Dubby the following Thursday, the 2nd. So if you're down Dubby Thursday next week, we'll
I'm
be
on
there.
holiday from next Thursday for a week.
I'll be the one fixing the bike in the pits all day. It seems to be my thing now.
There's photos of us taking a
There
picture.
is, right. Tony Towers took a picture of me and then
Yeah,
fixing the bike in the
yeah,
pits. I think
yeah.
we've been
That's
there
cool.
that fucking long. The
Yeah.
bloke's gone, we're not going to get a picture of him
Doing
any
riding.
other way today, have we? So we'll get one of him. But it's a really cool picture of me and
It
him
is a
just
cool
like
picture.
working on the bike. So like,
It is a cool
you know
picture.
what? Like, you don't get
One of the
those.
few in the car
There's usually
park.
like him or me. There's not
Action
very
shots,
many
yeah.
pictures of me and him
Or like me
without
with him in
knowing
the
there's a
background or
photographer
him
just
with
like
the
capturing
yeah.
that moment, and we're both like fully concentrating on
Yeah.
doing up before crowds. But
Get the bike.
hey, Turnip Towers delivering again, man.
Always,
The
man,
pictures from Turnip
Turnip
Towers
Towers.
are so good.
Yeah, man.
Right, that's that's it. Let's wrap this up. Thank you, guys. It's been a pleasure. And remember, so like I'm going to say, and remember, well, then we all go, keep it right.
Keep it.
Until next time.
And remember, till next time, keep
it
right.
It worked that time.